Karnataka terror plotter wanted to establish Islamic State in India. Muhammad Shariq wanted to bomb people he called kafirs in India. Terror to establish Islamic Caliphate. Shariq's terror plot was for rule of Sharia. Engineering student tried to engineer a blast. Shariq, Jamisha and Abdul Mateen Taha planned multiple terror strikes. The sinister terror trinity is our top focus on India First. Muhammad Shariq was studying to be an engineer. So was Jamisha Movin. Police believe they had been radicalized by their childhood friend Abdul Mateen Taha to kill kafirs, as they put it, to kill non-believers and establish an Islamic Caliphate in India. Police suspect they plotted to bomb temples. But there is a wider network of suspected terrorists in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu that remain under the scanner, and we will get you that story. I'm Gaurav Sawant. India Today has the biggest team of reporters on ground zero joining me on the show. But first, as always, the headlines. Delhi Tihar Gate embarrassment for the Aam Aadmi Party. Sources say the man giving a massage to Delhi's Minister Satyendra Jain is a convicted child rapist. BJP demands the sacking of the Aam Aadmi Party minister immediately. Murder accused Aftab Poonawala tells court he acted in a fit of rage. Sources say a portion of Shraddha's jaw has been found. Aftab is undergoing a lie detector test. Clash over alleged timber smuggling stopped by Forest Department at the Assam-Meghalaya border. 6 killed, including a forest guard. Internet snapped in 7 districts. Indian Army says ready to recapture Pakistan-occupied Kashmir if orders given by the centre. India says it will not break ceasefire understanding, but if broken, will give Pakistan a befitting response. After initial paid blue tick feature for $8 unleashed mayhem on Twitter, Elon Musk puts it on indefinite hold, says will resume only after high confidence of stopping impersonation. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has said that the country needs strong laws against what he calls is love jihad. Addressing an election rally in coal-bound Gujarat, the firebrand BJP leader referred to the Shraddha murder case under investigation in the national capital, where her live-in partner Aftab Amin Poonawala is an accused. Himanta Biswa Sarma referred to the Aftab case, saying Aftab promised Shraddha marriage and then chopped her in 35 pieces. Himanta Biswa Sarma then went on to say, while he chopped her off, he kept her body parts in the refrigerator and brought in other girls to his house. And when the police asked him why did he only bring Hindu girls, according to Himanta Biswa Sarma, he told the police, Hindu girls are emotional. He made this claim, making a strong case for strict laws against love jihad. Let's listen in to Himanta Biswa Sarma.
एक आफ्ताब नाम का लड़का ने हमारा मुंबई से श्रद्धा नाम का एक लड़की को शादी करने का थोड़ा सा जो भी बात करे हम तुमको शादी करेगा ऐसे बोल के दिल्ली लेके गया। शादी तो नहीं हुआ, उनको कैसे मारा, 35 पीस किया, एक ही लड़की को 25 टुकड़ा किया। और क्या क्या जानते हैं, वो लड़की का जो मेरा बहन है, आप लोगों का बहन है, उनको फ्रीज में डाल दिया। और फ्रीज में डाल देने का बाद श्रद्धा का बॉडी फ्रीज में है और दूसरा लड़की को ले आया डेटिंग करने के लिए। फिर किसी ने, पुलिस ने इसको पूछा, भाई आप खाली हिंदू लड़की क्यों लाते हैं? बोला नहीं, हिंदू भावुक होता है, हिंदू का साथ बातचीत करके हिंदू लड़की का साथ बातचीत करने में भावुक हो जाता है, दे आर इमोशनल, तो उनके लिए मैं उन लोग को लेके आया हूं। आप देखिए, देश में ये एक आफ्ताब का कहानी नहीं है, हमारा देश में और कोई ऐसा आफ्ताब श्रद्धा का कहानी है। आज देश को लाभ जिहाद का खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कानून का जरूरत है।
जो आपने सभा में आपने आफ्ताब श्रद्धा केस का भी जिक्र किया, उसका क्या जिक्र आपने लाभ जिहाद का?
बहुत बड़ा संबंध है, लाभ जिहाद का खिलाफ बहुत बड़ा कानून देश में बनना चाहिए। तो ये आफ्ताब श्रद्धा का जो कांड हुआ, इस कांड से ये दोबारा प्रूव हुआ है कि देश को लाभ जिहाद का खिलाफ बहुत कड़ा कानून का जरूरत है।
पर आपको क्यों लगता है ये तो एक क्राइम का केस है, ये कम्युनल केस कैसे हो गया?
आपका दृष्टि में क्राइम है, मेरा दृष्टि में लाभ जिहाद है। आपका और मेरा बीच में नजरिया का डिफरेंस है।
नहीं, पर फिर आप कांग्रेस को कहते हैं कि वो माइनॉरिटी अपीसमेंट करते तो वो कम्युनल पॉलिटिक्स करते, तो बीजेपी नहीं कर रही है।
बीजेपी किसको अपीस कर रहे हैं?
आप हिंदू कम्युनिटी को कह रहे बच के रहिए।
हिंदू तो ये देश का धरोहर है।
More breaking news coming in. Aftab Amin Poonawala, accused of murdering Shraddha, is undergoing a lie detector test at the Forensic Sciences Laboratory in the national capital. India Today has accessed exclusive details of the lie detector test. We've been told that Aftab was asked a list of questions. 15 to 20 questions were put to him for close to 3.5 hours. Aftab is to be brought back to Delhi's Forensic Sciences Laboratory for more tests, for further tests tomorrow. India Today has exclusively accessed the images that you see on your television screen. That's Aftab Amin Poonawala in the custody of the Delhi police at the Forensic Sciences Laboratory, where certain questions were put to him and now he will be brought back once again. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Akshay Dongre for more on this big breaking story. Akshay, what more do we know of the questions that were put to him, and do we know how he's responded to them?
Well, Gaurav, that all is yet to be known as far as the police is concerned, because they have been keeping all of these set of questions. In fact, we have broken this information earlier as well, that there are a set of 50 questions that are being asked from Aftab Amin Poonawala. In fact, there are several questions that are repeating to ensure that the answers that he's giving in the beginning, he's in fact maintaining the same sort of answers when the questions are again asked him at certain other level with a sort of different change language, because that is extremely important for the Delhi police right now. Aftab, as far as the FSL is concerned, the Forensic Science Lab is concerned in Rohini, he has been there for about 4 hours now, was brought in by the Delhi police, in fact, to maintain secrecy about this issue and to in fact maintain security of the entire test procedure. The police in fact brought him in a private vehicle so that people are not aware that a convict is being brought, because there is a lot of questions, there's a lot of rage across the country as far as this particular case is concerned. Now 15 to 20 questions are being asked today. Tomorrow he will be brought again. The tests that had to be done, including the ECG test, the blood pressure test, all of that, that is part of the polygraph test. They were conducted before. As soon as Aftab reached the FSL lab, and then after that the questions were
stay with me. There's more breaking news coming in and a big story happening and information coming in right now in the Shraddha Walkar murder investigation. After Aftab Poonawala, now we are told some of his lady friends. That's the latest information that's coming in. At least 3 friends of Aftab Amin Poonawalla, or people he was in touch with, their statements are being taken. 2 of them are his women friends, is what we are being told. The Delhi police has now recorded their statement. That's the information we are getting in. Their statements have also been taken in Vasai, Maharashtra. So 2 women and 1 man recorded their statement for close to 2 hours. I once again want to bring in Akshay Dongre for more on this. Akshay, what more do we know of these 3 individuals, 2 women and 1 man whose statements have been taken?
Well, these are Gaurav, this is a breaking news, and these are the friends of Aftab Amin Poonawalla. The police not just is in fact reaching out to the family. The police has made each and every effort to reach out to any person who is even remotely concerned or remotely connected to Aftab, because the police initially from the very beginning has been trying to in fact read the behavioral patterns of Aftab. In fact, the Delhi police also wrote to the Bumble application. It's an online dating application that Aftab used to meet Shraddha as well, and even when he had allegedly murdered Shraddha and kept her body in the fridge, he was using the same application to meet other girls, to bring other girls, according to sources in the police, at his residence. So this is the same application. The police is even trying to reach out to them, and these are the friends of Aftab, and their statements have been recorded for the close 2 hours now. This is all being done to in fact study that whether there were any more to the story that Aftab has been telling to the police.
Is there a pattern? Is there a pattern? Was Aftab also assaulting other women? Was he violent with other women? These are some of the questions that the police is seeking answers to. Akshay, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. Police suspect that Mohammad Shariq, the Mangaluru pressure cooker bomber, and Jamisha Mubin, the Coimbatore terror accused, knew each other and together plotted terror strikes. Both were engineering students and had been apparently radicalized together. Their handler, Abdul Mateen Taha, believed to be their long-time friend, is currently absconding, as are some other suspects in this case. Sagai Raj and Pramod Madhav with more on this report.
A series of bomb blasts in the south. Chilling link between Coimbatore car blast and Mangaluru auto blast. Mangaluru terror accused Shariq visited Tamil Nadu and allegedly met Jamisha Mubin in September. Notably a month before the blast in Coimbatore. Sources say both Mubin and Shariq allegedly planned bomb blasts when they stayed in Singanallur in September. While Mubin allegedly opted to execute the plan in Coimbatore, Shariq tasked himself with carrying out the blast in Mangaluru. The two got connected while studying mechanical engineering in Bengaluru. Police are on their toes as they claim it could be more than a coincidence that Shariq visited Tamil Nadu days before a car explosion in front of the Sangameshwara temple on October 23rd.
His immediate handler was Arafat Ali, who is accused in this Mangalore North Police Station case and Mangalore East Police Station case. And apart from that, he was in touch with one Musawwir Hussain, who also happens to be an accused person in Sudgante Palya 10/20 UAPA case. Shariq is in touch with some 2-3 other persons who are yet to be identified.
Shariq first came on the radar of the state police when he was arrested for pro-terror graffiti in Mangaluru in November 2020. Soon after he got bail, he fled Tirthahalli only to resurface as a bomb blast accused. He allegedly bought a SIM card for a mobile phone using the Aadhaar card of a private school teacher in Tamil Nadu. Shariq seemed fully prepared to carry out his alleged objective. But little did he know that minutes into the auto ride, the cooker bomb would explode. leaving him badly injured and hospitalized. He was radicalized by wanted terrorist Mateen Ahmed Taha. Mateen, who carries reward of 3 lakh rupees on him, allegedly brainwashed Shariq to execute his ISIS plans. Ironically, Shariq's father is an army veteran who served in the forces for 26 years. While Shariq survived the auto blast, the accused in the Coimbatore case, Mubin, was not so lucky. He was killed on the spot. With Sagay Raj in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
India Today's Akshay Nath now joins me for more on the story from Coimbatore. Sagay Raj is from Mangaluru. Also with us for perspective is SP Vaid, former Director General of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. Akshay, to you first. Jamisha Mubin was from Coimbatore. Mohammad Shariq is believed to have travelled there and met him. What more are the police able to tell us about the relationship between the two? What kind of terror did they plan together?
Gaurav, we are seeing shocking details of, parallels being drawn between Jamisha Mubin and Shariq. And what we can understand is both of them had met in Singanallur in Coimbatore just a few months back. And also another interesting factor is that it was in Coimbatore that Shariq had stayed for close to 4 days, befriended a man named Surender, a physical education teacher, also from Nilagiri in Tamil Nadu. With his contact and his ID is what Shariq had procured, a SIM card that he was using, and for all these he had impersonated himself to be a Hindu man. Even in the lodge that he had got himself admitted into, it was a dormitory. So you have to understand the mentality with which Shariq has gone there. A dormitory means multiple people sleeping in the same room. So he wanted to target somebody whom he can influence and get hold of to get that ID proof for getting that SIM card. So his idea was well planned is what our sources are telling us. And additionally, when he registered himself into that lodge, he had given an identity as Gauri, again a Hindu name, which did not create any kind of an alert or suspicion in the mind of the people there. Talking to us, to India Today, the owner of the lodge kept insisting, saying that Surender, the man who had given the SIM card to Shariq, alias Gauri, had stayed for close to 1 month in that lodge, and at that period of time for 4 days Gauri had also shared there. Okay. And that is when they had noticed, and during investigation they were not able to identify Shariq as such, but they were able to identify Surender.
Stay with me for a moment. Sagai Raj, what was Mohammad Shariq's grand plan? How did an engineering student get so indoctrinated that he planned to target kafirs and temples?
See, Shariq had a plan to plant this particular bomb in the pressure cooker somewhere in one of those crowded areas near Pumpwell. And I spoke to an FSL expert this evening when we were discussing about the information that we learned from our police sources. He clearly explained that you have a terminal that is in a battery, a positive and negative, a plus and minus. So once he got inside the auto, he was trying to plug in all those things, especially the potassium and sulfur, along with the gel which is being used in that 3-liter cooker. He was trying to connect the detonator along with the gel and the battery, and somewhere he has made something wrong, and that is the reason that has exploded. And thankfully it has exploded inside the auto, as you rightly pointed out, that if he would have executed his plan in a crowded area or in a temple or some other place, it would have been a huge explosion, a huge loss for the people in Mangalore city.
Mr. Vaid, the terror tentacles appear to be alarming. Initially, we would learn of Islamic State radicalization in border areas like Kashmir. But now, whether it's Kerala or Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, what do you make of the bigger picture when it comes to radicalization and indoctrination of youth? And these are not illiterate youth, these are those who are studying to be engineers.
Gaurav, you rightly put it, it's a very serious threat that India is up against. I think the anti-India forces, whether our neighbors, immediate neighbors, or global terror outfits like ISIS and Al-Qaeda, are using social media, internet in a big way. And let me tell you, the state police forces and our agencies, we need to have a national level plan, action plan to counter this, because the way radicalization is happening and chain of madrasas all across the country, you need an action plan like what you saw after the incident in Paris. The French government went after. There is hesitation to take on the radical Islamization in madrasas other than UP. I think political parties need to shed this hesitation,
Okay.
come together. This nation faces a very, very serious threat from
Sir, are
these
those effective
enemies.
countermeasures being taken, whether at the level of the centre or state governments, or does it need to be together, and not much is being done at some of these madrasas that are becoming, instead of education hubs, terror training hubs?
Gaurav, I'm afraid the kind of response which is needed from the country under such a serious threat is not there. Look at each state has its own political system, and on these issues there are differences, political differences. I think when we all know that we face a very huge and serious threat, we need to give up those political differences and come together, and a national plan needs to be executed to counter this, because otherwise we are in for serious trouble. We have fortunately controlled terror to a very large extent in northern part of India and Kashmir, but today they are targeting educated class in southern states of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and look at things happening in Assam, in Bengal.
Yes.
So the whole country is on their radar, and unless a national level action plan is implemented, you are in for a serious trouble.
There is clear and present danger. We are cautioning the country, sink differences, put India first. Mr. Ved, for joining me here on this India First special, many thanks. I will let that be the last word on the show this evening. Many thanks for watching.